And they are on the board, and the celebrations in the stands for the Minnows in this contest, deservedly getting points on the board. Well, a huge day, of course, in America. It means so much to them to produce a meritable performance. They don't dream beyond that, really. They've only got 2 wins in this tournament in 17 games, and both of those were against Japan. Both of, ironically, in Australia. Suniola steps in and gets his kick away, but it's not going to get them hardly any yardage at all. It has to be said, it's a line out for Ireland in the USA 22, and opportunity knocks.
Yeah, it's a poor decision there from Mike Petrie to let the ball bounce, and Sinioli sliced the kick into touchdown. Pressure's back on the USA, and this is where Ireland want to stay, and they need to try and get a score here.
Again, O'Connell safe hands. The initial surge is held, and now the Irish pack select forward gear and quickly begin to move through the gears as well. Has to be said that the Eagles forwards have done well in the remainder of that first half, but right now they're looking at maybe conceding a try, and it's Rory Best. Rory Best goes over. Well, the power of the forwards paying off there, and the hooker, well, he's had a very positive first half, and now he's got himself on the try board as well.
Yeah, he's played very well tonight, Rory Best. His line-out throwing has been good, and he's controlled the maul there. You see, he has control at the back of the maul. He's looking up. USA are on the back foot, and just about a turn, and he breaks off the side and powers his way over.
Well, Best scored his last test try against the USA 2 years ago. He obviously enjoys playing against the Eagles. Ireland will be very happy to get that second try on the board.
Yeah, they'll be pretty pleased after just conceding a penalty to the USA, so it's a more positive outlook on the scoreboard now. They need to build on this. They need to get back up the field again and try and get another score. They've 2 scored now, and I suppose anything can happen now, and they'll be looking at the bonus points deep down, I'm sure.
Ronan O'Gara with his first kick of the afternoon. They are not in sync at the moment. Major cause for concern for the Irish fans in the stands. Happy with their lot at the moment as we move towards the final quarter. I reiterate, it has been the case against some of the smaller sides where the match can change its complete shape and flavour in the final quarter against the professional athletes of some of the bigger, more dominant sides. And a dominant back rower, it's Stephen Ferris once again puts his head down, bullets his way out of the 22, and Alan Redden sends it skywards. Good take from Keith Earls. And a renewed sense of drive and dynamic in that Irish backline. O'Driscoll threads one through up to the 22. He knows where his team need to play now. He knows they've got to build up the pressure on the opposition and hopefully build up their try count as well and look for that bonus point.
Yeah, it's a great kick out of O'Driscoll, and it's exactly where Ireland need to play the game. They need to kick the ball, play it down in the USA half, force them into mistakes, try and get lineouts and scrums in their favour, and you know, they have a chance of getting a return then.
I mean, it's just a cramp. I'm not waiting, play on.
Just taking down Roland Suniola. The referee is not going to wait for him. Teal just trying to let the clock sit down.
Hold on, give him a chance to make his call. Yeah. When you've got your call, throw it in, please.
Confusion reigns.
Once you've got your call, throw it in, please. Oh, sorry.
The referee doesn't want to wait for the attention
he is in the way.
to the fly-off, but decides that he's actually in the way of
He's been bullied by Hayden Smith there to stop. He's changed his mind.
Hey, when you're bullied by Hayden Smith at 6'6", then you probably concede, I suspect. There's that try again from Rory Best. Now, can that initiate a new dynamic into Ireland's attacking game? This is the first game in a long Rugby World Cup. What are your memories of 2007? I know you didn't get much game time.
Pretty poor. For me, I didn't get to play at all. I was busy watching Lonesome Dove with Brian Carney and Rala, the Irish bagman. That was the highlight of the World Cup for me. It was very disappointing from an Irish point of view. There was such great expectation going there, and just team really underperformed. Massive disappointment.
But it's important to get that feel-good factor into the squad, not just the team, isn't it? To get the teams through these 5-6 weeks, whatever it may be.
Absolutely, and Ireland would have wanted to start well tonight, but you know, I think at this stage they still have a chance for the bonus point, but they need to win the game. They need to win games here.
Well, I was interested when we were up at Queenstown with the squad, and they've been given a chance to go bungee jumping, they've been given the chance to get out and meet the fans. It was very relaxed atmosphere, and important from the Irish coaching side that they allowed their players to go. And there's Brian O'Driscoll going, looking inside. There's Tommy Bowe's second. Well, it all is starting to happen for Ireland. Brian O'Driscoll providing the thrust to the attack. Tommy Bowe up in support, and the Irish flags are flying, and Ireland are in the ascendancy in this game.
Yeah, it's a great try from Tommy Bowe again. O'Driscoll showing his class there. Ireland put great pace onto the ball there from O'Gara's pass. It's just I suppose it's a massive boost for Ireland now. Rory Best carrying it up here, setting up the platform. Quick pass from Redden, O'Gara, and a little ball out the back to Tommy Bowe. And Driscoll puts on great pace there and back inside. It's a great try.
Just see the difference that Brian O'Driscoll can make to an attack. In fact, it was Bowe feeding in there, you can see, and up in support to make sure that the try was completed. Ronan O'Gara has had one from this side already. There's a rangefinder. There is the quality of the man known through the rugby fraternity as Rog.
He can step up when he has to, and it's a great return for Ireland there. A little defensive mistake from the USA, we have to say. A little ball out the back door to Tommy Bowe, and a little defensive coach for the USA won't be pleased with that, but O'Driscoll put great pace in the ball on the outside, and he had Tommy Bowe back trailing on the inside with him again, and for a good score. They have a great chance to go for the bonus point now.
Messi Malifa on to replace Roland Siniola. His first touch, and there's also a replacement coming on from the Irish bench. It's Dennis Leamy. Picking the ball up now on his first contact. Petrie looking at that far side. Jerry Flannery also on it as hooker. So the coach is beginning to make the changes, which of course are so important as the game moves into this final quarter. Connell just looking up to see if the referee was going to allow it. Shipped on quickly. It's Pittman trying to do a job as outside centre. Counter-up comes in from Jordan Murphy and Ronan O'Gara, but the ball's still there for the Eagles. Interesting to see now how the Eagles react, because they will know they want to get tries on the board, and there's only been 3 games in the last 32 that the Eagles have not got over the whitewash.
It's great defence from Ireland, great shape there. Les Kiss will be delighted with that. It's a great effort there from him. USA seem to be going backwards, a bit shapeless, and Donegal Callan gets his hands in the ball there, and a massive penalty for Ireland.
Well, the last time Ireland played USA in the World Cup was back in 1999 at Lansdowne Road. Keith Wood scored 4 tries on that day, and Brian O'Driscoll made his World Cup debut by scoring a try himself. suspect with the way that he writes his own stories that O'Driscoll may well get the bonus point try here.
Yeah, you'd imagine that could happen, but I think that try there is after injecting a new lease of life into Ireland. They look a lot sharper, they look really enthusiastic. See Jordan Murphy there, counter-rucking there, just their enthusiasm to get back up off the ground, keep making the tackles there, to force the penalty, gives Ireland a good opportunity back again the USA half here. And I think it was a crucial decision to make a few changes, freshen things up, bring on that enthusiasm, and it's worked so far for Ireland. And you know, they have another 15 minutes to try and secure that fourth try.
Matty Murakiola coming on into the Eagles front row in place of Mike McDonald. Jerry Flannery again driving them all, should I say steering it. As the power is in front of him, the engine is really purring now for the Irish forwards. Flannery up into the 22. Thought coming in to secure, but well, lack of precision, lack of execution, not helping the Irish there. And they've got to keep their concentration now.
Yeah.
They know they're in the ascendancy, but points mean prizes. And Les Kiss and Alan Gaffney in the front right of their screen there knows that they have to make the most of these opportunities.
Yeah, and I think it was a poor decision out of Jerry Flannery. It was obviously a call from Owen Redden to break off the side of them all. I would have preferred to see him going forward, keep the ball in there. They were, you know, and Jerry just gets isolated there, and good defensive work in the ruck again by the USA. They've been very strong in the contact area tonight.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Again, the big shove coming on from Ireland, but deemed as an early shove from referee Joubert.
It's a bit of a soft penalty, that one. We couldn't see on the far side, but he deemed that Tom Court went down early, and you know, it's a bit of a disappointment for Ireland there.
Court on as replacement, of course, for Cian Healy, not deemed fit enough yet to start the game, hoping that he's going to be ready for Australia next weekend.
You can see there from the replay that Court went straight down onto his knee, and it's probably the correct decision.
And it's his last play of the day, because there's big Tony Buckley on to replace Court at loose head, the heaviest man in this Rugby World Cup. Huge fella, just signed of course for Steve Diamond at Sale Sharks after this competition. Not going to plan, but good work from Donnacha O'Callaghan, and Buckley gets his first chance to get his hands on the ball. Struggling to clear that ball out. The reinforcements come up from the backs.
They're really turning into a dogfight at the breakdown.
Dennis Leamy gets it back for Redden. O'Gara decides to look at this near side, sends the kick through.
A sensible decision out of O'Gara there. There was a lot of USA players in front of him, and a great little kick. Puts the pressure right back on the USA again.
You look at the introduction now of Ronan O'Gara, and you add O'Driscoll into it. They're the two most experienced players in the 600 players in this Rugby World Cup. That experience now has to count in situations like this to put their team in the right place.
Absolutely, and it's made a difference already since O'Gara's come on. You know, he'll know O'Driscoll so well, and experience counts for a lot. O'Gara's strength is putting pressure on teams. He does it so well.
Say getting a somewhat lucky ricochet off Hayden Smith's hand, but it is there for the defensive kick. Malifa gets back, but Petrie takes on the responsibility himself. He's not going to find touch, he's going to find Tommy Bowe, but referee says play on. Awkward catch for the Ospreys winger, but it's there for Redden. Here's Buckley. Good hit from Hayden Smith, knocking the replacement prop sideways. O'Gara out to Darcy. Earls has O'Driscoll outside. Looking for that inside pass again, just to open the door. Just didn't happen on that occasion.
Yeah, Ireland trying to go on the outside there, and it's another disappointing error from O'Driscoll. Keith Earls here passes the ball on, and the ball just slips out of his hand. It's, you know, they've lost their momentum a little bit there. Game is kind of slowed down again a little bit, and time is running out a little bit in Ireland to get that fourth try.
Well, still time on the clock, so no panic needed.
Yeah, I think the important thing is they stay down here, try not to let the USA clear their lines, and hopefully keep pushing on.
Jordan Murphy has played his 66 minutes with merit. He's been replaced by Andrew Trimble, so